Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka the Bearded Brit here, bringing you another Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn video. This time we're looking at the final boss of the Tam-Tara Deepcroft, called Galvanth the Dominator. He's a fairly simple boss. He's a mage, so he'll be casting spells obviously, so you won't need much physical defense for this fight. You'll need more, obviously, spell defense. And at early levels you don't generally get much of that, so the tank will be hit quite hard in this fight, unless obviously you've got a really well geared tank. And then it shouldn't be too bad, but when I tanked this first time around, I realised that I was getting hit a little bit more than normal. So, as you'll see there, an inconspicuous imp has spawned, and there's a funny purple beam coming out of him. This basically causes the boss to be invulnerable. You know, you can't attack him, you won't do any damage until that imp is destroyed. Obviously severing the purple glowy line of doom, and then you can kill the boss again. So that is the main mechanic of this fight. He'll do that at regular intervals throughout the fight. I think he does 2 single ones and then he does 2 at once, or it's 1 single one and then 2 at once. I can't quite remember. There you go, there's another single one, and then the one after that it will be 2 single ones. And also while he's doing all this, he will actually spawn adds as well, which will generally spawn to the back of the room. So I tend to tank the boss in the middle or towards the back of the room, and then it makes picking up the adds a bit easier. And generally I don't actually help with the imp. I don't move the boss around like this guy's doing in the video. I just sit right at the back, you know, beating down on the adds when they spawn and just holding the boss there. It makes it a little bit easier. You're not dragging the boss around. It's easier to control the adds as well. So if you're tanking, I recommend you do that and you sit at the back with the boss and just count on your DPS to kill the imps. And that's another reason, like, keep the boss at the back, because that AoE, you know, your ranged damage dealers and healer won't have to move if you tank him towards the back of the room. Whereas, you know, where this guy's tanking him now, we did have to move, which isn't a bad thing, you know. It's not like anyone was about to die and I missed a heal because of it, so, you know, it's not that extreme. And there's the 2 imps spawning now, the 2 lions. And there you go, more adds towards the back of the room, so if he was already there, you know, a flash or, is it overpower, I think, where I would have been able to pick them up quite easily. But unfortunately, you know, if this guy watches the video, you know, this video, it'll help him out. He'll know, oh yeah, I should tank it at the back of the room. This guy's a genius. And hopefully that's what you're all thinking as well. Obviously, if you are a healer, you won't need to like spam heal anyone. So you definitely should be jumping on the imps as soon as they come up. Just put a DOT on them and cast a couple of spells. Obviously your DPS should get it down fairly quickly. But you never know, sometimes they're a bit bad. Hopefully that doesn't happen, because that is a bit of a shame when you get bad deeps. Dungeon runs can take absolutely ages because they are long dungeons, so if you get bad DPS then it only extends that time even longer. But thankfully these DPS seem to be, you know, up for it. They knew what they were doing, which is great. I haven't come across too many people who don't know what they're doing. Most people, you know, most bad ones that I've come across know exactly what to do. They just be dicks about it, you know, they pull extra mobs all the time, or they attack the wrong target, stuff like that. But you know, you always get that on the internet and in MMOs. So, hope you enjoyed this video, hope you found this guide helpful, and I'll thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.